EA Sports. It's in the game.
Another season is upon us. Freshmen arrive wide-eyed with dreams of future glory, while seniors prepare for their last chance at immortality. There are only a handful of these opportunities in a man's life, a handful of chances to distinguish yourself from the rest. It's on these fields where history is made, where legends begin and heroes triumph. Traditions tell the story of what you represent, of those that forge the legacy you uphold. When you come charging out of the tunnel, 100,000 people will be watching your every move. How you respond to that pressure is what defines you. These are the moments that reveal your toughness, your determination, and your pride. The Roughnecks on the Sooner Schooner. Ralphie charging out of the gate. And Chief Osceola planting his spear. The time has come. Your time is now.
Game. Hi, everybody. Brad Nessler in the booth, along with Kirk Herbstreit. Aaron Andrews is reporting from the sidelines. College football prime time is presented by Lowe's. Let's build something together. Tonight's games between the Florida State Seminoles and the Boise State Broncos. And here come both teams. And which team will step up to the challenge and deliver their team an Orange Bowl trophy? For Florida State, the quarterback's got to be first on their list of defensive concerns.
I've been looking forward to this matchup for a long time. We have an outstanding quarterback going up against one of the best cornerback tandems in the nation. This should be great.
It's almost time for kickoff, so let's head down to midfield for the coin toss. Brought to you by Lowe's. Let's build something together. Lowe has the ball set how he wants it, and we're just about ready to kick this game off, folks. Brought down at the 20. So here comes the offense taking the field for the first time today. For Boise State, tell us what we should be on the lookout for from their offense.
They bring everything to the table. They can run or they can pass, and they use a lot of different skill position players. It's not the flashiest offense around, but when it's working, it's one of the most effective.
From their own 34-yard line, first down. They bring the quarterback down.
Unfortunately, I've taken a few of those in my day, and they are not pleasant.
They find themselves in a hole here after that sack. It's second and long. Harris drops back to pass. Looks to him again, complete. He's brought down in the open field. From their own 47-yard line, it's first down. Looking deep to the right. And he's immediately tackled. And for Breton, his receiving yards are a new single-season record for this team.
When was the last time we saw somebody get downfield the way this guy does? And it isn't just a speed thing. He's simply an exceptional runner.
Takes it right and brought down right away. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run. Second down. There's only 8 yards between the ball and the end zone. Here's a give up the middle, tackled right away. He gains a couple of yards on the carry.
One thing the coaches always say about this sophomore is that he has great lateral movement. That lets him move well behind this defensive line and get after a lot of plays in the running game.
Pass incomplete, trying to get it to his receiver. Fourth down. They'll line up the field goal unit, and this one is from 24 yards out. And it is good.
And you got to think they're pretty happy with holding him to a field goal right there.
Patterson ready to kick. Ryan fields at the goal line. They'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They'll set up shop at the 28. First down, 10 to go. Right, running the option. And they hit him in the backfield.
Man, did he play that perfectly or what? As a linebacker, you have to be able to read the offense and make a quick diagnosis, which is exactly what he did on that play.
And he's hit before he can go anywhere. So it's third down now, and they're going to need about 4. And they couldn't hook up on that one.
Excellent awareness and timing. He followed the quarterback's eyes and fought to get his arm up in time to prevent a possible conversion.
Oh, excellent punt. He's taken down at the 26.
You're always looking for the home run return, the big highlight. Didn't happen there, but he still got him a couple yards.
The offense ready to go again. And their last drive ended with 3 points.
That was great offensive production. Everything really came together for them on that last drive.
He goes down at the 45-yard line. He's off to a fast start. That completion puts him at 100 yards.
Well, the quarterback is making great reads, and he's doing a good job of finding his open receivers.
First and 10. Ball on the 45. Boise State holds a field goal lead. Halfback gets the call, and he answers big time. And he's level at the 27-yard line. That was a great call.
Yeah, here you see the draw play at its best. The tailback got good blocking up front and was able to pick up a bunch of yards.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 27. Harris looking to throw on first down. Throws to the receiver, incomplete.
This quarterback needs to be careful not to use his arm strength to try to force things, because that's when mistakes happen.
It's second and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line. They go to the ground, and he's got the first. He's all the way. Touchdown. And for Morris, that run just gave him 1,000 yards rushing on the year.
What I've been impressed with all year long is the way this guy's earned those yards, oftentimes breaking 2-3 tackles before someone finally brings him down.
And he tacks on the extra point. A 4-play, 73-yard drive. And the result, 7 points.
And it was really those long runs that really helped propel that drive.
So our score, 10-0. Boise State to kick this one off. He's to the 10. He's tackled at the 31. They'll go to work at the 31-yard line. Looks over the middle, and it's picked off. Has some daylight. To the 20. To the 10. Touchdown. Huge play.
Great job here by the defender breaking on the ball and taking it to the house. Man, those pick sixes can really hurt an offense and have a lasting impact.
And he tacks on the extra point. Boise State is lining up to kick this one off. He's to the 10. Across the 30. And down he goes at the 45.
Really nice job here by the return man and his blockers. Now the offense has to capitalize on this opportunity.
The offense will take over at the 45-yard line. And it's caught. And he's taken down at the 28-yard line. What a pretty pass play.
This is just a simple play-action pass. The defense here bid on the fake just enough, allowing the quarterback to find an open target, and the result is a big gainer.
Throws it, watch out. Oh, almost had a pick.
Almost a big play. He patrols the deep part of the field like a center fielder, though he didn't make the catch like one.
Run inside, stop quickly. The running back gets a yard, maybe less. Third down now, and they need to get it to the 18. He's got his man across the middle.
It's a smart job here by the coaches, making a play call here that really played to their offensive strengths. That's knowing your personnel.
Off the right side, doesn't get much. Good tackle. The halfback picks up a yard. After one quarter, it's already getting ugly. With the score, Boise State 17, Florida State nothing. It's second down. They're 10 yards away. Muse on the toss. And he carries the ball for a nice gain. Muse comes away with 5 yards on the carry. Third down again. They work the tailback, and he's short. Couldn't get that additional yard he needed to keep the drive moving.
No, he was trying to muscle his way past those big guys, but they stood their ground.
They're crowding the line. With the back brought down short.
I'm not going to fault that decision. It was definitely a first down that they could have picked up. You want to be aggressive early on, even if it doesn't always work out.
It was a pretty one-sided first quarter, but I wouldn't be surprised if things changed in a big way before halftime. On the ground with the tailback. He gets out to about the 14-yard line. They just did what they had to do there.
That was a big opportunity lost there for the defense, but they still have these guys pinned back pretty deep, so they can't back down now.
From their own 14-yard line. Second down. First down grab by the receiver. There was a defender right in his face that time.
Yeah, but great concentration by the receiver to come away with this ball. Nice job.
From their own 28-yard line. First down. Here's a running play. Nice run there. Morris gets 6 yards on the carry. From their own 34-yard line. Second down. Bratton gets it on the inside. He makes his way to about the 42.
You love having this kind of weapon. You already know what kind of damage he can cause in the passing game. And here you can see what he can do when you hand the ball off to him.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on their own 42. Runs it right. Nice pickup. Morris picks up about 4 yards on the misdirection handoff. From their own 46-yard line. Second down. And he's got the junior. The 10. Touchdown!
Great effort by the wide receiver. And not to take anything away from the quarterback, but the wide receiver made this play.
They got great concentration from everyone to connect on that flag pattern. And he adds the extra point. A 7-play, 96-yard drive. And a touchdown as a result.
Brad, I thought the offense did a really nice job of mixing up the play calling on that drive. I thought the defense was on its heels most of the drive because of the versatility of the offense.
Boise State gets set to kick this one away. Ryan from the 5. And down he goes at the 30-yard line. The offense will take over at the 30. We've got a 1st and 10. Complete, brought down, nothing doing. That'll be a gain of 3 yards.
There was really just nowhere for the wide receiver to go after he made the catch. Great coverage on the play.
Right, back to pass. They'll bring him down at the 35. And he didn't get much on that scramble before they drilled it.
Brad, that's a great way for the quarterback to get himself injured. He needs to be a lot more careful out there.
Dumps it complete, the tight end over the middle.
The offense only got the first down by about a yard, but I'm sure they'll be happy with a new set of downs.
Tackle around the 50-yard line. Florida State just took their first time out. Wright hasn't thrown a bad one this drive. And he's going to come up with a sack. And so it's another 3rd down upcoming here. Passes to the left, and it's going the other way. And that's a second interception of the game by this defense.
These guys are all over the field. It seems like wherever the quarterback throws the ball, there's a defender sitting right there.
He airs it out. It's broken up.
Did you see how quickly he closed on the ball and broke up that pass? That's what you look for in a safety.
He sails it long. Swatted away.
Super effort to get the ball and knock it away. Real good job down the field.
And he's tackled at the 24-yard line. He's up to 200 yards passing.
So far, this offense has been pretty effective by throwing the football.
Throws it, and oh, he dropped it.
The quarterback threw it right into the hands of the safety. I can't believe he dropped it.
From the 24-yard line, it's second down. Flares it, and it almost had it intercepted. That could have been a big play for the defense.
Yeah, even though he had a good shot at picking it off, it's still a heck of a play to force the incomplete pass.
Looks to a receiver, touchdown. This one has gotten out of hand.
Usually we don't see games get real ugly until the second half, when the talent of the depth chart starts to show. But man, we're still here in the first half, and it's already looking like a blowout.
And he hits the PAT. So a 6-play, 59-yard drive. And a touchdown's the result.
Brad, I love these kind of drives. They're old school, grind it out and earn the yards and just rip the heart right out of that defense.
The score now, 31-0. Ryan from the 6. And he's taken down at the 43-yard line. There was great blocking up front there, and that turned into a pretty good return.
You know, the kick coverage looked very slow in getting downfield, and that really gave this young man an opportunity to make a play.
The offense will take over at the 43. It's 1st and 10. Passes it to the middle of the field. Tackle made at the 47-yard line. The Seminoles call for a timeout, and now they've only got one remaining. Tosses to the running back, and he pulls in another one. And he's taken down at the 38-yard line.
Well, as you just saw right there, the screen pass can be a very effective weapon for an offense, especially when they're disciplined and when the receivers are patient. Defenders are taught that if you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up and try and knock the pass down.
Fires incomplete, knocked away.
That was a nice play to close on the ball like that. You can't teach that kind of reaction. It's just natural ability.
Swings it out left to the halfback. They'll knock him down for a loss. 3-yard loss there.
They really just didn't have any room to work on that play. The defense just suffocated them there.
And we'll probably see how far he can throw it, as it should be the last play before the half. Right, set to go to the air. Sacked, and they'll turn it over. And it's been total dominance here in the first half. Our score, Boise State 31, FSU nothing. We're all ready for another half of football, even though this game is already out of hand. Gathered in at the 6. He's taken down at the 27-yard line. They'll set up shop at the 27. They go with the option. He tackles him for a loss.
The defense needs to be careful. The safety might have made that play, but if he keeps coming up on the run, they'll be spaced downfield for the pass.
Second down, about 12 yards to go. Ball on the 25-yard line. He's knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It's third down, and they're about 2 yards shy of the sticks. Swatted away. So fourth down coming up.
And give credit to the defense there. They played very disciplined and were able to break up the pass.
Booming kick. They'll bring him down at the 20. So he got a little on that return.
Well, Brad, early it looked like there was an opening there, but the seam closed quickly.
Taking the field again now is the offense, and I got to tell you, these guys have just been a defensive nightmare on the past few drives. Takes the handoff inside and stopped immediately. And he gets a yard on the run.
You're not going to be able to get by a sure tackler like this linebacker too often.
Boise State is winning big. Almost picked off. The defense really missed a golden opportunity there.
That's what separates a good player from a great player. When you have a chance like that, you need to take advantage of it.
Throw in deep down the left sideline. He's got it. He goes down at the 45-yard line. What a play.
That was a great throw, and I'll tell you, as we mentioned before, he is so accurate with the football. This thing is placed perfectly here, allowing the receiver to come up with a big gain.
Zips it right. This one will fall incomplete.
Boy, a golden opportunity missed by the defense. That was a sure interception, only to be dropped.
Looking deep to the right. It's caught, and they tackle him at the 6-yard line. And that completion gives him over 300 yards through the air.
He's been able to get up and down the field all day today, moving consistently and effectively.
With this kid at the helm, they've controlled the game from the outset. It's been something else. Throws it, and it's caught for the touchdown. Make it 3 passes for touchdowns.
He's been letting it fly today, and his receivers are making plays. That is a great touchdown.
He splits the uprights with the extra point. A 6-play, 81-yard drive, and a touchdown as a result.
I think the big thing there, Brad, is that they were able to execute the passing game. When you can get big plays and great execution, obviously you're going to move the ball down the field.
Taken from the 10. Lost the ball. Fumble. The 10. Touchdown. Big play. So the question here is whether or not his knee hit the ground before the ball came out.
After review, the call on the field is overturned.
So after review, they decide that this call should be reversed. They keep it on the ground with a tailback. Muse gets 3 yards on the play. And they got to him before he could get back to the line. So the halfback loses about 2 on the run. It's third down, 9 to go. Ball on the 26-yard line. This one is incomplete.
Well, he had time to get that fastball away, but it was just a fantastic play on the other side of the line of scrimmage to knock it down.
He gets it away, and this is a really nice punt. He's out to the 30. They'll bring him down at the 33. They'll take over at the 33-yard line. This senior quarterback's having a great game, Kirk.
Well, I think right now you can almost look at him and it's effortless. You know, he does a good job using his experience to be able to read the defense, and then he's getting rid of the football. The most important thing in playing quarterback is, number one, to be able to read the defense, be able to process that information, and then throw the ball with accuracy. And that's what he's doing. But let's also give a lot of credit to some of these wide receivers. They're finding the holes in coverage, doing everything that they need to do to be able to be in sync with their quarterback, and that's resulting in a lot of big plays for this offense.
Huge play, and it's going to be first and goal. He gets to 100 yards receiving with that grab.
Well, this guy is such a big part of this offense. If he doesn't get his numbers, they usually don't have much success moving the football.
They put everyone up on the line. Short over the middle. Tackle made at the 1-yard line. That'll be a gain of 3 yards.
Well, it's a good job here to just secure the football, but he just doesn't have enough speed to turn that into something big.
And it's knocked away.
Here's a case of a quarterback so eager to make a play that he failed to see the danger of that attempt and nearly gave the ball away.
Let's see if they try to pound it in here. Both teams have their goal line sets on the field. The halfback just plowed his way into the end zone.
Yeah, but it wasn't all him. The offensive lineman just pancaked the defense on that one.
You knew that touchdown was going to be won or lost in the trenches. He makes the PAT. A 5-play, 67-yard drive, and they come away with 7 points.
Brad, how about the guys up front? The offensive line giving the quarterback plenty of time to be able to read the defense and make the right throw.
The score now, 45-0. Taken at the 5. He makes it out maybe to the 26-yard line. They'll take over at the 26. First and 10. It's the tailback. That's a great tackle at the 28. A yard, maybe 2 on the carry.
Well, this corner isn't the biggest guy on the field, but he made a nice tackle there.
There are 5 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. And he's knocked out immediately after the catch.
They blitzed the corner that time, and it created a hole in the coverage. But that's the risk you take when you leave a receiver to rush the passer.
He gets out to about the 38-yard line. And the halfback's got nowhere to go. Second and 9. Ball on the 38. He's gobbled up in the backfield. That was well defended by this defense.
The offensive line is so concerned with their penetrating abilities that these linebackers are able to roam free and make plays like that.
We've got 3rd and 12. Ball on their own 35. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Our score in this one, Boise State 45, FSU nothing. Rose left, the running back's got it. He's to the 40. He's tackled at the 43-yard line.
It was a well-designed and executed pattern, but on 3rd down and forever, it just wasn't enough.
It's fourth down. They come out in a punt formation. He really got a hold of that one. This punt bounces into the end zone, and this will be a touchback. They'll go to work at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Way to look it in.
Let's give this quarterback a lot of credit. He recognized the man coverage. And, guys, I'm going to tell you something. He probably knew he was going to go to the post before the ball was even snapped. Well done.
They'll throw on first down. He caught it, and he will score. And he converts the extra point. A short two-play, 80-yard drive, and they add 7 points to the scoreboard.
Well, Brad, right now this offense is hot, and they also took advantage of some mistakes there by the defense.
Boise State lines up for the kickoff. He sends this ball low to the ground. He makes it out to maybe the 33-yard line. They'll set up shop at the 33-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Takes a snap, and he's in trouble. Throws on the run, completes. And he's tackled at the 30. And for Wright, he's got himself a 3,000-yard season.
Just to make it through a whole season without sustaining an injury is one thing. But to put up these kind of numbers, man, just awesome.
Pass right, running back's got it. And they get him in the backfield for a loss. A 1-yard loss.
Really, they just had nowhere to go after the catch.
From the 31-yard line. Second down. Tries to fit it in there, and it'll be intercepted. And he hits him hard at the 27.
You don't want to criticize a quarterback for trying to make something happen, but I'm not really sure who he thought he was throwing the ball to there.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 27. Morris gets the carry. He breaks away, and this could be 6. To the 20, to the 10. And he scores. Touchdown. And for Morris, he's had a good performance, getting to 100 yards with that last carry.
They've been playing for this all season, and he knows he's got to be at his very best on every play.
And he tacks on the extra point. So with just over 3 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, the score is Boise State 59, Florida State nothing. Boise State ready to kick this one off. Ryan has it at the 5. He makes it out to maybe the 29-yard line. This drive will start at the 29-yard line. First down, 10 to go. And we've seen some mistakes from this quarterback tonight, Kirk.
Well, we knew coming into this game that the quarterback was going to be facing one of the top defenses in the country. And this defense right now is getting the best of it.
I'm sure the coaches are going to tell him to calm down and be more careful, because I guarantee you, nobody keeps throwing those passes into the defense like that without making a mistake.
From their own 42-yard line, first down. They'll throw on first down, and they get the sack.
The quarterback didn't have any time to find the open man. So that sack sets them back a little bit now. They're looking at 2nd and 13.
Less than 3 minutes in the game. They'll run it inside and tackle quickly. Muse gets 3 yards on the carry. Third down, and they need to get it inside the 48. A little more than 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. This one is batted away.
Quick thinking there. You know, they're liable to put the ball in the air on third, so it's a smart play to keep your hands ready.
They'll go to work at the 29-yard line. He fights forward to about the 29. Picked up a yard of anything on that run. It's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 29. Just under 2 minutes in the game. Strings it out left, and he stopped right away. And the defense just swarmed over him on that one.
Yeah, they were able to penetrate the offensive line and get to the running back before that play even had a chance.
A little over a minute in the game. He airs it out. He's got it, and he's tackled at the 21. So after the big pass play, we've got a first down. He looks to throw on first down. He's hit and taken down. Short yardage situation here. It's 2nd down and 1. Under a minute left. Looks end zone. Tipped away.
Wow, I thought he was going to squeeze that pass in for 6 points, but the defensive back does a nice job to reach out and bat it away.
Under a minute left in the game. They run it left. And that sets them up with a 1st and goal. Third down has been the charm on this drive.
Now, it's been all about execution. When it comes to calling the right play at the right time, they've been able to do it here.
On the run, touchdown. Well, at this point, these guys are just out there padding stats and running up the score.
Sometimes you play in a game and you can't do anything wrong. You find yourself in a rhythm or a zone. This whole team seems like they've been in a rhythm since we kicked this game off.
And he tacks on the extra point. So a 7-play, 71-yard drive. And they put up 7 points. So our score, 66-0. Patterson ready to kick. Taken from the 3-yard line. And he's tackled at the 28-yard line. They'll take over at the 28. Picked off, and that'll seal it up. Inside the 30. To the 10. And they make the stop at the 4-yard line.
I think that interception pretty much sums up this whole game. The throw was lousy, and the defense simply stepped up and made yet another play.
He's in. Touchdown. The defense hasn't been able to keep this guy from the end zone. He's got 4 scores.
We wondered if the linebackers were going to be able to slow him down today, and I guess that answer is pretty simple. No.
And he tacks on the extra point. So with very little time remaining here in the ball game, our score, Boise State 73, Florida State nothing. Boise State is ready to kick it away. He wasn't breaking that tackle. What a hit. The offense will start at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10. Short pass, middle of the field, and he's taken down at the 45-yard line. This one's in the books, and our final score, Boise State 73, FSU nothing. As we finish up the broadcast, what do you have to say about how this game turned out, Kurt?
Well, Brad, very, very disappointing performance today by the offense. Florida State was held scoreless for this entire game, and I don't think they expected that. They need to re-examine this offense and figure out how they can put some more points on the board.
EA Sports congratulates this young man for his fine performance and his award for Player of the Game. For Florida State, they drop only their 3rd game of the year, making their record 11-3. And for Boise State, they'll notch their 11th win in what has been an excellent season. That'll do it for this presentation of NCAA Football 12. For Kirk Herbstreit and Aaron Andrews, this is Brad Nessler saying goodbye.